welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Rust collection from Milk Cosmetics. This is actually a bundle that you can get on the website. I believe it's sold out now, but it comes with the Rust palette, a gel liner, and 2 lipsticks, and it was $70. So the palette itself is $58 and the gel liner is $19. I forget the prices of their lipsticks, but you basically paid for the palette and the gel liner and you got the 2 lipsticks for free, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. And this is basically a continuation of their Rust stack. It's those like circular towers of eyeshadow. It's really popular. I think they're moving into producing mostly palettes. So anyway, this is the new Rust eyeshadow palette, extended and greater than ever because you couldn't get enough of our #1 selling stack. Forge the perfect eye by pairing with the new Burnish Matte Ultra Matte Gel Liner, and then complete your look with 2 of our favorite Ultra Matte lipsticks, 1969 and Mural. So I'm using everything on my face currently. I kind of filmed a mini get ready with me type of thing where I was just testing out some of the eyeshadows, but I really like the look that I came up with. And the palette is $58, which is pretty pricey. Melt is typically more of a pricier indie brand, but I just ordered from the Melt website so I could get the bundle together, and they have really fast shipping. So this is the actual palette. It's very similar to their other eyeshadow packaging. They have Gemini and 27, which I believe is in the same packaging, and Millennial Pinks. So this is it, and then this is the palette. So there's like a huge mirror in the back, and then these are the colors. So it's very, very pretty. Definitely very kind of on the warmer side, a lot of matte browns. There's this really cool yellow here called Erode, and it's kind of like a very true mustardy yellow. There's 3 shimmers and the rest are mattes, and that is the palette. So let me do some quick swatches on my arm just so you guys can see how this palette looks. Here are swatches of the palette. Lighter shades were a little bit drier, and the shimmers were really creamy, but as you got more to these like mid-tone browns towards the darker browns, those were actually a lot creamier than these first 3. Here's the gel liner. It's Burnish. It's kind of like a really nice red rusty shade. I'm using it on my eye. Burnish. Kind of purpley brown almost, but I really like that shade. Something unique that I don't have. For the 2 lipsticks, this one is 1969, it's the lighter one, and then this one is Mural. Those are the swatches of everything. Oh my god. And then we'll show you guys how I got this look, and then after I'll give you guys kind of like my initial roundup and first impression of the product. Okay, so first I took Classic, which is the lightest shade in the palette, and I was putting that on the brow bone, and that shade was pigmented, so I had to really blend it out. Then I took the next lightest shade. It's called Antique. It's kind of like a peachy color, and I just wanted to show you guys the fallout because Melt shadows have a lot of kickback. But anyway, I put that in the crease and I just started blending it out, and I really liked the way it looks on my eyelid. It actually shows up. I was kind of scared that it wasn't going to. So this is like my new go-to color, no cap, not even joking. And then I took the shade Rubbish, and then I put that on the lower part of my crease because I just wanted to use as many colors as I possibly could. And I think that it made a difference. I really like this tone as well. I think you could interchange the 2, so that's good. Anyway, going to the next shade, it's Mar, and I'm putting that on the outer corner and just darkening that area. And this one I just wanted to see how dark it is because it looks really intimidating in the pan, but when you blend it out, it's really not that bad. This palette actually reminds me of the Naked palette the more that I use it, so I guess if you want the Naked palette, you could get this one. But anyway, I'm blending this out and just blending and blending because BBB. And then I'm taking Rot Squared, and then that's the darkest shade in the palette. I just wanted to see how dark it truly is, and it, again, like the other shade, it's not that dark, so I kind of like that because I already have black in my eyeshadow collection. But anyway, I'm blending that out, and I'm taking the shimmery shade Tarnish and just putting that on the lid. I really like this one because I didn't have to use my finger for it to apply smoothly and stuff. So just making sure that looks good and blending that in. And then again, BBB, that's my favorite blending brush, by the way. I always use it. And then that is the finished eye look before eyeliner. So I'm just taking that red gel liner burnish and putting that on my eyeliner. And I'm just using a flat liner brush and then using some of the matte shades to blend my lower lash line out. And then I also put foundation and all that stuff on. So there is that. And then after that, I just put mascara, took off the mascara flaky I got, put lip liner, and then tried both of the lipsticks. And I actually like the lipsticks. I was scared I wasn't going to, but anyway, you'll hear that in the review at the end. Okay, bye. Okay, so overall, I really like the look that I came up with. I think it was super easy to get, and the shades and everything blended quite well. I was really impressed because I used the antique shade as my crease shade, and it actually showed up really well and gave kind of like a nice warmth. And I really enjoyed that. And the shimmers are really pretty. The thing I like about the Melt palettes is there's a really good ratio of shimmers and mattes. So with these shimmers, at least, there's different dimensions and tones. So there's like this lighter one I used, and there's that more like chocolatey brown, and then there's like a really nice kind of rich rusty brown. I definitely have to play with it more because it's just my first time using it. I do know I like the Melt formula because I've used it before with the 27 palette. I know that people were nervous about this palette. I know I kind of was, because when I went to go check out Millennial Pinks, because I really like the color story of that one, it didn't really swatch that great, and it was very kind of weird. But with this palette, I think maybe because it's just browns, maybe it was a little bit easier to formulate. But I think the colors went on really well, and they even swatched really well, which swatches sometimes don't signify how it's gonna work on the eyes. But I think so far so good with the palette. I really like it. The only thing I would say is I like to have a brighter inner corner sometimes, just like a nice shade that could pop. So there's nothing really that I could put in the inner corner that would kind of contrast this, but I can easily go into another palette for that. I don't think you need this necessarily. It's definitely not a need, but I think it's a nice color story, and I think that it could be really useful in the fall. I just really love this look, and it was so easy. The gel liner I think is a really nice color. At first I wasn't sure if it would show up like that dark on me, especially with this look, but I think it added a nice kind of different aspect as opposed to using black. So I really liked it, and it was easy to use. I just used a thin eyeliner brush to apply it. This would probably be a really nice base, and then you could probably put some of the shimmers on top or even the matte and create a really cool look. And as for the lipsticks, I like it paired with this darker lip liner that I used, just because it kind of my natural lip color is more pink, but when I mix them together, it's actually a really nice nude shade, and it is matte. So I did pre-treat my lips by using like a lip treatment, but I like the formula and I like the smell of it so far. So actually really nice useful nude shades that I don't have in my collection. So overall, I'm super impressed with all the products I got. I think it was well worth it for me to purchase, and I can't wait to keep using this. I'm definitely going to be using this palette a lot, especially since, why am I holding this still? We're gonna be home more, social distancing. It will give me more time to kind of play with some maybe grungier look. So far so good. I'm really impressed with this eyeshadow palette. Something about it, I just really wanted it, even though I know I have these colors in my collection. So I definitely think you guys should check it out. Check it out at Melt, or you could wait until it hits any other retailer. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you have questions, I'll try and take a picture of this swatches I worked so hard on and put that on my Instagram or something so you guys have a reference point. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my video, and please let me know if you're planning on picking this palette up or not, or if you know of any like good dupes for it, or if, what other palettes it reminds you of. But I will talk to you guys later. Annyeong!